we can close that door. We're going to thank everybody for coming this morning. I'm Ron Scott with the Detroit Coalition Against Police Brutality, and what we have done today is joined with Congressman Conyers. Some time ago we asked him to take a look at the issues involving the shooting of Imam Luqman, and he has responded in typical fashion and moving very aggressively to see about getting the U.S. Justice Department to engage in an independent investigation. Abiomi, you can step over here. An independent investigation in relationship to this particular case. And at this particular point, we think it's significant today that the Congressman has, in fact, issued a release that goes further than anybody else has at this particular point in relationship to this matter. We, in terms of our organizations locally, are joined by, just walking in the door is Abiomi Ezekwe with the CAIR-MI, Michigan Emergency Coalition Against War and Injustice. On the left, we have, well, there are a number of Congressman Conyers' staff. I'll go through that. So we have Kerry Eason, who's with National Action Network. And we have Imam Abdullah Al-Amin, with the Islamic Center, Joanna Simpson from our organization, also live working with the Congressman. And we have Lena Masri with CAIR of Michigan. And Chuck and I just met with CAIR of Michigan, and with another 30, right? With the ACLU, and all of you know, of course, the ACLU has been, one of the reasons that they're involved is because obviously in relationship to the hate crime situation or potential hate crime, and specifically in terms of the issues involving attacks on religious organizations. I mentioned my co-worker, Comrade Abiomi Ezekwe and Makawi. We've been involved in some of the early demonstrations and specific demonstrations related to this. So, with that having been said, I'm going to introduce the panelists. We have on our far left, we have Amina Abdullah, and she is the wife of Luqman Abdullah, Imam Luqman Abdullah, and she's joining us today. We have her attorney, Nabi Ayad, who is representing one of the clients, the 10 clients who have been charged in this case. We also have Daoud Walid, who's the director of CAIR of Michigan. And of course, we have our chair of the House Judiciary Committee, and also the 14th Congressional District, Congressman John Conyers Jr., who you all know, and who we are glad is joining us today, because it takes us up to another level in terms of making sure that the police don't investigate themselves, that there's another way to proceed. Congressman?
The Judiciary Committee of the House of Representatives has jurisdiction over the Federal Criminal Code, civil rights laws, the Constitution, the Department of Justice, and the FBI. So in that capacity, I have asked Eric Holder, the Attorney General, to conduct an independent investigation. Why? Well, this tragedy occurred on October 28th, and we're still waiting for a report from the Dearborn Police, who have the primary obligation to do just that. The problem is, though, that the police are involved in the multi-jurisdictional task force with the state police, the FBI, the Wayne County Sheriff, the Detroit Police, and so it might be more satisfactory to everyone concerned if the Department of Justice itself conducted an investigation. On the surface, someone being shot 21 times raises quite a few questions in the criminal justice system. It also may involve the hate crimes law, and so, and we're also trying to see if there's any relationship between the raid on the Detroit mosque, which occurred during prayer, if there's any connection there to I have heard from none of the local law enforcement agencies, and so this is what I'm doing. Yesterday, our office was advised that the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division is going to come into this matter. I do not have a letter yet, but we got a call, and I just confirmed it with my Chief of Staff and the Judiciary Committee, Attorney Perry Applebaum. That concludes my statement, Chair.
We're going to have some other questions later because that is a significant issue, significant point that the Congressman, I just want to emphasize before everyone else speaks, the Congressman, when he was informed about this, moved very strongly to do this, more so than any other elected officials. We've had a lot of stonewalling from a lot of other elected officials and certainly police agencies, and that's why we've had to get out in the streets, and we're glad that, you know, he's picking this up. Imam Dawood Walid is with CAIR Michigan, and they've been sort of anchoring this. Go ahead.
Thank you. First of all, on behalf of the Muslim community, we thank Congressman John Conyers for his leadership, not just in this matter, but in his defense of civil rights for all Americans in general. We thank you very much, Congressman Conyers, for your continued leadership in regards to this effort as well as in many other efforts. Yesterday, the Michigan chapter of the Council on American-Islamic Relations submitted Freedom of Information Act requests to the FBI, also to the Dearborn Police Department, Detroit Police Department, and the Michigan State Police, requesting certain information regarding this case. One, we sent in a request seeking any possible video footage at that warehouse the day the imam was killed. We have strong reason to believe that the FBI would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in over 2 years in investigating a mosque, and they controlled the warehouse itself, that they would have had some video footage of the sting operation. So we want to see that video footage to confirm what took place that day. Number two, we have also requested a necropsy report of the dog that was killed during the time of the raid. Necropsy meaning basically an autopsy report of the dog to see what caliber bullets actually entered that dog and killed that dog. This is two very important pieces of information that we need to know as a community. Since Congressman Conyers brought up the, I'll pause.
I'm sorry.
Since Congressman Conyers also brought up the situation regarding the mosque being raided, I would also like to mention this, that on the night of October 28th, at the time of dusk for the prayers, the Masjid al-Haq was entered by Detroit police officers. There were officers who came in during prayer time with weapons brandished, and they did not have a search warrant. Fox 2 News was actually on the scene and took footage of them going to the mosque without a search warrant. We wrote a letter over a month ago to Mayor Bing, and we copied Chief Warren Evans, wanting further investigation into this matter, and we have not heard word back yet from the mayor or from Chief Warren Evans, and we would like for them to do an internal investigation on the reasons why, if there was no hot pursuit or any imminent danger, why did the Detroit Police Department go into a mosque with guns drawn without a search warrant? So, thank you.
And we have Nabi Ayad, who is the attorney for the family of Luqman Abdullah, Imam Luqman Abdullah.
Sir, before you start, could you spell your name for us, please?
Sure.
Nabih, last name Ayad, attorney Nabi Ayad. Good morning, thank you all for being here. Obviously, you guys play such a vital role in upholding our Constitution, making sure that things are as they are and things that need to be changed. I want to start out by saying the family, the wife, Amina here sitting directly next to me, has obviously been distraught over the whole situation. The son has been torn this whole family apart. The son has basically been criminally charged in a federal indictment and obviously the rest of the family is very much hurt by this. The wife has been